Thank you. Daniel, please.
Kia ora, Mayor and Councillors. You might get from my badge that I'm a build on Martin's story here on behalf of Cashmere Technical. I'm on the board. So fundamentally, yeah, cutting straight to the chase, yeah, really supportive of the Community Parks Sports Field Development Program, the $85 million that's earmarked for that. We just want to see that stay in the long-term plan. We compete against other football clubs most of the time, but today we're all on the same team. We just want to get that money locked and loaded so we can collectively build a plan around it. Some of you might know a little bit about Cash Tech. We were formed in 2012, a merger of some of the south of the city clubs, but we go back over a century. 1923 was our origin. We call Garrick Park and Wilson our home, but I'm pretty loose on the term home because there's no security around that ground for us in the long term, being owned by the Woolston Club, and some of you have an in-depth knowledge of what's going on there. For our board and our management, the certainty around playing and training facilities is the most pressing issue we are dealing with. It takes up a large share of our board meetings and takes us away from focusing on delivering community sport as best we can for our community. We need a funding plan locked in so we can, as I said, work with the council to define the right solutions for the entire football community in Christchurch. 5 years ago, we were talking to the council and community boards and talking about having 1,300 playing members across about 100 football teams. Today, we're up to 1,750 players and close to 150 teams. That's a 30% growth in 5 years. We have a waiting list of players most years. We're the biggest sports club in the region. Our community of players, supporters and their families would be close to about 10,000 people. So, having a positive impact on football in our community is a positive impact on the entire community. We really appreciate the small improvements in grounds and facilities that the council has helped facilitate over recent years. Lancaster Park, I actually played on it last Saturday and played against Yanni. Yanni's team won. As much as I have to begrudgingly admit that. But it just doesn't provide the certainty we need. In 2011, the Auckland City Council committed to 37 new artificial playing fields across its region over a 10-year period. And that was on top of what was in the long-term plan. Wellington has a similar story. We're just asking for comparable local investment. That's it. That's no more than what's been provided by other large and competing cities, and a clear plan. One dedicated all-weather football pitch, owned by the council, that's over 15 years old, just isn't cutting it for our sporting community. Artificial surfaces with lighting and changing rooms increase utility from about 10 hours per week, and that's when the weather's good, to well over 40 hours. These types of spaces serve four-year-olds playing for the first time, right up to walking football, and can easily be multi-use. If you've seen Logan Park in Dunedin, it's got a cricket pitch right in the middle of it, between the two fields. There's often a view that these sorts of facilities are for performance sports only. We've done an assessment. Our 11 high-performance teams, that's from under 13 right up to our first team, would utilise 2 artificial surfaces, less than a third of the available utility time. The rest of the capacity would be open for very young players, schools, other sports and community activities. This investment is crucial for the continued development of our city and links into all of the council commitments around goals for more people to be more active more of the time. We need the playing and training facilities and we need them soon. So first of all, we need to commit to this money in the long-term plan, but we really want to work to bring this investment forward as best we can. It was noted in our submission that a lot of the investment that's in there is earmarked for the back end of the 10-year period, and we'd really like to see the investment start earlier than that. Look, thank you for the time. Speaking on behalf of Cashmere Technical, but hopefully voicing all the clubs that sit in behind Martin and us today as the biggest club in the region. Thank you.
Thank you. Tyro?
Go the mighty Cashmere Technical Football Club, I would say. My son's a long-term player and currently plays in the Premiership team.
Great.
Wonderful. Have you thought about relocating to Littleton? I understand the Waterside Club are one of the foundational teams of the club, and there's a wonderful pitch over in Littleton that it's just been relayed that could probably see a bit more use from a great team like Cashmere.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting idea. I mean, I have a feeling, but I might be right that the heart of Littleton's now more associated with Fairmead. But the key thing for us is we know we're a heartland. we know where our heartland is. It's in Woolston for our senior team, but it very much is Centennial Park for our junior team. You know, I've coached since first kicks in the club before getting my son's far too good for me to do that sort of stuff now. But you know, there's 700 or 800 kids go through Centennial Park on a Saturday morning. It gets thrashed, it gets trashed. First bit of rain and it gets closed. So you know, kids miss out on their sport.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Kel. Yep.
Yeah, I was chair of the St Bede's Football Club for 4 years, and we didn't have any artificial turf and couldn't get on the hockey fields. The fields out in the artificial turf out in Yoldhurst, how has that improved the standard of high school football since they've been playing out there?
I think the more kids can play on artificial turf, the better. You know, we have seen some good initiatives in the city as a result of the turfs out there. And yes, for our under 13, under 14, under 15, under 17 academy teams, which is the elite end of town. Mm-hmm. So it's about 6 teams in each grade across they generally get to play on turf. We've moved the 14s and 15s to Friday nights, so mainland and Friday nights, was a really good initiative. But the issue is the training facilities as well, training and lights. So in our club, our kids miss a lot of trainings during the winter as a result of fields being closed. And you do notice the difference mid-season when Christchurch United, you know, in a private-owned field, their kids can train all season. It's inequitable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no, thank you very much. That's brilliant. Thank you.
Do we have a plan to introduce more artificial turf?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Sports Field Network plan's coming to council next Wednesday for a decision.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. How convenient.
The ink is, oh no, it's been around for a while, so it's good. Bill, please. I wonder if you're talking about a similar thing.